이 위대한 구원. 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드리는 이 시간, 담당의 Darin Pantley 형제입니다.
Hi, this is Darin Pantley from Crosspoint Bible Church. Have you ever noticed how people behave differently depending on where you go? If you walk around New York and then hop on a plane and land in Los Angeles, it's like visiting two different countries. The people are different, different vibe, different expectations, different culture. One time, I visited a friend down south. The people there are different too. Waitresses say, "How y'all doing? Holler if you need me." And they write, "God bless," on your bill at the end of the meal. Visiting my relatives up north, I definitely noticed their Minnesotan accent. Different parts of the country have different cultures. Did you know Seattle shares a lot of cultural similarities with Vancouver, Canada? And people drive differently depending on where you go. I was surprised at the leisurely pace of traffic in the San Francisco Bay Area. Sure, there were lots of cars on the road, but it was different compared to Chicago, winner of the #1 worst traffic in America award. It feels like we have fast drivers here in Chicago. When the speed limit sign tells you to slow down to 55 miles per hour, Chicago drivers know that's the signal to speed up to 85. But culture isn't an abstract concept. It's not an inanimate object. It's not like a rock or a pebble. All of those differences we see, those cultural identities, are reflections of real people. We behave a certain way, and eventually that becomes what we consider normal. I was reading the book of Titus, and the Apostle Paul wrote about what the people of Crete were like when he was there. He wrote, "One of Crete's own prophets has said it. Cretans are always liars, evil brutes, lazy gluttons." And then Paul wrote, "This saying is true." That's not good. Imagine someone asks you, "What are people like where you're at?" And you say, "They're liars, evil brutes, lazy gluttons." So Paul gave some advice to Titus. He said, "Therefore rebuke them sharply, so that they will be sound in the faith, and will pay no attention to Jewish myths or to the merely human commands of those who reject the truth." It sounds like these people, the local Cretans, the people of Crete, they're a religious group of people, but it was a mix of beliefs based on all sorts of things. They believed Jewish myths, and they would listen to commands from people who reject the truth. Think about what that means. They believe in God, but they've mixed in other beliefs too. Paul said, "To the pure, all things are pure, but to those who are corrupted and do not believe, nothing is pure. In fact, both their minds and consciences are corrupted. They claim to know God, but by their actions they deny Him. They are detestable, disobedient, and unfit for doing anything good." So, Paul didn't have a great opinion of these detestable, disobedient people. But he didn't give up on them either, because he told Titus how to help them. It would have been very easy for Paul to say, "I went to this place and discovered I don't like the people. Let's go find a different place." But he didn't do that. He was proactive in working with Titus to educate the people. If Paul had been in your community, how do you think he would describe the people? How would he describe the people at your workplace? How would he describe the people in your church? And why did Paul care so much in the first place? Is it really so bad if people go around believing half-truths and lies? Remember, he described the people as detestable, disobedient, and unfit for doing anything good. Unfit for doing anything good. That's the key. We were created to do good, to help people, to love others, to love God. Are you ready to do good?
지금까지 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드렸습니다. 언어와 문화의 장벽을 없애고 실시간 동시 통역이 제공되는 크로스포인트 주니어 처치의 주일 예배 시간은 오전 11시이며 교회에 대한 안내는 847-212-6775로 문의해 주시길 바랍니다.